Hello everybody and welcome back to another commentary of Samurai Jack Season 3 Episode 4. As per usual, there's the outro if you skip that. Yeah, it's fun enough series. Now, honestly, I actually watched a, shall we say, rather critical review of the show, which really lambasted the show for being so episodic nature, which honestly can be seen as a flaw, although it's a style of making show which I personally don't mind all that much. Even though I still prefer more continuous stories, the episodic format of the show really has actually kind of grown on me. Like that, I don't mind it that much. I actually kind of like how it is actually one of the strengths of the show, how much advantage it takes of the episodic format. So, you know, that's an interesting observation that I made, that some people are very, very critical of the episodic format. That's the thing. Let's just get on with the show. Well, he's just seething with anger. What the heck is the purpose of these scenes? I mean, yeah, sure, it is to establish that he's just seething with anger towards Samurai Jack, but honestly, that's already established, so why have such a build-up? Why would they have such a build-up here?
We'll lead you to your door.
This is certainly a very unique episode beginning. It's... Why do they establish it like this? Unless there's some payoff in the ending, this seems rather wasteful. I really do love the atmosphere of this misty fog, though. It's really... it really makes things rather unsettling. Like, the lack of vision certainly makes everything seem quite a bit more disturbing than they otherwise would be, so that's at the very least done rather efficiently.
You there. Wait.
Are those statues moving? These statues are creepy as hell. What the hell is up with them? They are rather off-putting, to say the least. Well, I love the horror atmosphere of this episode already. It's really, I know I'm pausing a lot here, but there's just so many things to say here, because it's really, there's a lot to say here, but I don't know how to express it, but I love how creepy they have done this whole graveyard with amidst the mist. It's really disturbing and off-putting and it's unsettling at the same time. It's really, really quite good.
I am sure this is...
It's a lot of enemies. And yet again, this reminds me of how freaking great of a video game this show would make. It really is just another setup for such good horror level. It's pretty fantastic in that regard. Oh, that looks disgusting. Endless armies of the damned. This is... Man, listen to that music. It's freaking well choreographed with the music. It's pretty fantastic that the music is so well synced up to the action. That's pretty freaking well done. Endless armies. This is pretty immaculate action. Oh! Monster kill. This is just freaking immaculate action, but as I have stated previously, action scenes are pretty hard to commentate over, but it's pretty immaculate action nonetheless. That's pretty kick-ass. Yeah, the choreography is pretty spot on. It's pretty fantastic. Just having such a wide variety of the choreography just in general is pretty fantastic. It's like talking about how many different modes of action there have been already. It's pretty exciting to say the least. I love the details in the background. I really love how detailed the background is, even though they are just constantly switching up the background, even though it's rather similar looking. It just shows how much care and attention they have put into the show. That's interesting. Did it actually give some magical property to his sword? That would be a pretty cool way to gain a new ability. Unlikely. Oh, it's a... Oh, it's just a cursed sword now. Okay, that's gonna make things a bit more difficult. Ooh, that looks cool.
Yes, samurai. I shall destroy this sword and become truly invincible. But not before I smite thee. Fool!
Oh my goodness, that's a pretty freaking great little hanger, just a pretty cool twist there to have Aku actually gain control of the sword. That's unprecedented so far, and it makes things really freaking interesting. Yeah, I like that. That's a pretty good twist.
How fitting indeed to be destroyed by the blade of your worthless father. Now prepare for your distraction.
It's been a while since we've seen them fight against one another, but now we have finally have another encounter. It's gonna be, and it's rather chilling considering that now Aku has the upper hand and Jack has basically nothing. It's a pretty interesting twist. Oh, that's... Oh, I'm gaining a sword as well. This is... Yeah, it's pretty cool sword fight, I must say, and what I said about the choreography still stands pretty strong here as well. It's quite exciting, I must say. I kind of shut up there for a second. Oh! Oh! Like I said, it's a pretty good episode for Nightmare Fuel. Just having Aku spread like darkness everywhere. That's really freaking cool, and actually gives a slight sense of alien horror there as well, which I absolutely adore. So, just such an intangible creature. It's pretty fantastic, I must say. Yeah, it's a pretty good episode so far. Oh my god, just spreading like darkness over the land like that. That's... I love that. That's absolutely fantastic. It's a shame I'm lacking words to describe, but that's so undescribably menacing, and it's so threatening, and it looks so fantastic. Well, this is certainly quite like an... Look at that! Like an Eldritch horror here. Oh my, that's such a good representation of just Eldritch horror there. That's absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. It's indescribable how good that looks. Jack's still alive. Well, for a second at the very least. That's mighty marvelous. Yeah, that's pretty good. Just a sudden ending, though. Well, I don't know how to feel about that ending, but otherwise, I love this episode. It's such a fantastic, does such a fantastic job at representing Aku as an eldritch being, as a being of alien power, of such alien nature that it's indescribable to our human eyes. It's pretty, shall we say, tickling my fancy quite well there, because that's exactly what I love. Alien horror. That's what the show really did well this episode, and especially with Aku, and I love that so much. It turned the tables by having Aku have Jack's sword, and yeah, it's just a really good episode. However, I don't know how I feel about that ending there, though. Having the sword be unable to harm Jack. That does seem rather disappointing, honestly. It might be considered an ass pull. But the episode leading up to it was such a good episode that I don't know how to feel about it, especially considering that it was such a good fight sequence all around. It was definitely just, again, focusing on battles. I keep talking about that like it's a bad thing, but it's not, just, it's hard to commentate over that, but it's such a good episode. Such a damn good episode, so don't know what else to say about it. It's an episode that has so much of alien horror, it has really kick-ass action, it has really... and confrontation between Aku and Jack for the longest time. It's so fulfilling and so satisfying, but yeah, that's about all I have to say. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope to see you all in the future. Have a great day and stay awesome. Ganmu out. Thanks for watching.